That was me, but I desperately wanted to be liked.
I believe in myself.
Who do you actually believe? While Victoria Beckham and Meghan Markle share some things in common, both being in the spotlight, facing headlines good and bad, both on Netflix, both own a brand, one in fashion, the other in jam. Both married to famous men, one a football legend, the other a prince. When we compare their conversations side by side and strip away all the glamour, what you'll see is very different.
Oh, really?
Victoria Beckham has been called many things, from being an ice queen to being classy and elegant and in control, while Meghan Markle is labeled the Duchess of Drama. Yet both of them insist on being real and honest.
You're really seeing me. I'm being very honest. Really, really honest.
You can pinch me, I'm real.
I just want people to know that I'm a real person.
Today is not about gossip, but I would love to know your opinion while you're watching this video, because what you'll see today is the real difference between coming across as authentic and real or sounding empty and fake. So just hit that like and subscribe and also that hype button there below, and let's get started, because both of them talk about working hard. And you might quickly notice a difference.
It's been hard work, and there's been ups and there's been downs, but I never expected it to be any different. I never expected this to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Kept my head down, focused, worked hard.
Victoria Beckham has worked for over 2 decades in the fashion industry. She's involved in every step of the way, oversees every detail from design to presentation.
This is where the magic happens. These are the boards at the moment, but a lot can change right up until the minute that you put the
literally before they walk out.
Yeah.
I'm just creating what I have never been able to find. Like, I'm very, very involved. I've never been someone that just likes to put my name on things. There's nothing wrong with that. There's room for everybody. But for me, it's very important that I'm involved every single step of the way, not just from the idea, but I get in the labs. I obsess over the detail. I've been working on my brand for almost 2 decades. And it's been a real roller coaster ride. It hasn't been easy at all. I've never gone into this thinking I know everything. I'm the best at everything. You know, I've been a sponge over the years and really enjoyed learning from the best people in the industry.
Victoria has put in years of consistent hard work, building her credibility, while facing a lot of preconceptions, being a celebrity and a football wife.
Right at the beginning, I didn't know what people were going to think. You know, there was a lot of raised eyebrows. Or those that could raise their eyebrows. Pop star who's married to a footballer, really going to do a clothing line. You know, a lot of people had preconceptions.
Her persistence, passion, and dedication, it shows, and people respect her talent. Meghan also insists on working hard. But how she says it, it feels scripted and rehearsed.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard, right? The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. Yeah, it means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it. And
Meghan Markle talks so fast, and in every interview she repeats herself so often. It's like she's really trying so hard to convince us and to make us believe her. And then when she gets a chance to talk about her brand, instead of using professional business language, she talks about dancing.
Vision for the brand, it's just a constant dance. And I think in any business, you're dancing.
All the time.
All the time.
Dancing.
Oh, you could choreograph it as well as you want, but at a certain point, you're going to have to freestyle a little bit.
I'm sure Meghan has put in the effort as well. But who do you believe more, Victoria or Meghan? But wait until you see the one question that made the internet explode when Meghan answered it. But this time, you'll see Meghan and Victoria answer the same 3 questions, and the answers are so very different. The first question:
what are you proudest of?
Having had a success at Paris Fashion Week is such a big deal for me. You know, for 3 years we haven't had a show. We've been restructuring the business and the design team and the atelier. And to have that comeback moment in Paris, that's a big, big, big deal. And that has been my dream for longer than I can ever remember. So that's my proudest moment so far.
And the show was incredible.
You most proud of in your career when you think about everything that you've done today?
In my career,
Yeah.
investing in myself. And I loved being able to have a portfolio, female founders. But I do think it takes a little bit of courage to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's felt really good.
Next question. What would you tell your younger self?
I was always very shy, very self-conscious. You know, I used to really struggle with my skin, and I've always used makeup almost like a shield, you know,
To protect.
to I suppose to hide behind when I was younger. So I was never very confident, always quite shy. So I would just tell myself to just relax, enjoy the journey, which I have done. Work hard at school is key, because, you know, when you're running your own business, your education is very, very important. Never be afraid to ask questions.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would say that life is full of surprises.
Mhm.
And also that, you know, life is short. And I really believe that no matter what anyone is going through, that if you are able to say that, yes, this is going to pass, or this is amazing and let's really embrace it.
Is there anything you do different?
I said, if I am lucky enough to come out of this pandemic and do a show, I want to really, really enjoy it. Because in the past, when I was doing the big shows, I was so stressed, and you work so hard and you don't sleep and you drive yourself crazy about all the little details. I mean, I think people would be very, very surprised if they saw the amount of work and the attention to detail that goes into creating a collection and a show. So for me, moving forward, it's about working hard and being honest and true to myself, but really, really having fun and living in the moment, being present as well.
If you could choose one thing for people to know the truth about you, what would that one thing be?
No one's ever asked me that.
You know, I think that when I sit with it for a second here, I just want people to know that I'm a real person.
Did you notice any difference? Victoria, when she answers, her answers are grounded, thoughtful. She's actually reflecting on herself. She thinks about her past mistakes, her failures, her insecurities, which you'll see more of in a moment. But Meghan, on the other hand, she does nothing wrong. No, it's you and me. We are the mistake. We have to change because we are not telling the truth. How do you feel about that? Meghan, she believes in herself. She believes in her success. And she doesn't believe in making mistakes. In fact, she doesn't believe in failure.
I do not think about failing. No.
And this brings us to the next point, the touch of narcissism.
I think she's a malignant narcissist who is a truly terrible person.
She is a malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself.
It's so easy to find videos like these. It's so easy to find people commenting on Meghan being a narcissist, because every story, every narrative, she always turns it and circles it back to her, me, myself, and Meghan.
Right? I mean, I want everything that I'm thinking about, that I have poured my heart and soul into. It's not just jam. So I loved that it was winning all these blind taste tests. And I loved that people loved it. Oh, I was making that in my kitchen. That's how you'd feel if you're at my house. Thank you. It works.
I will not bore you with more proof of Meghan's need and desire for admiration. But Victoria is very different. She compliments others, she admires others, and she gives credit to those around her.
And I always like to compliment women anyway, you know, even if they're not wearing something of mine, you know, just because I always think that's really important.
And Roland mentored me, you know, he was never involved with the design side of things, but he introduced me to a team of people that could support me. And so he really was the reason why I'm here now. He was so kind and generous with his time and his advice. So it was Roland really that gave me the tools to turn a dream into a reality.
In every interview I've watched, she'll mention others, her team, her customers, her family, other designers and mentors. And giving compliments is very charismatic, and it takes the attention away from her, which is the opposite of narcissism.
And I have an incredible amount of talent within my team.
The point is that true charisma is not about stealing the spotlight or owning the spotlight. No, it's about sharing the spotlight and shining together with others, which brings me to the next point. Their team, their staff members. Victoria credits her team and mentions that she could not do this without them and their talents.
I have a great team of people around me. I'm not going to say I'm doing this all on my own, Robin. I mean, I'm very involved every step of the way, but I have a great team of people around me, helping me, advising me.
She shows appreciation and her team members value her. Here's her sales director making this video.
I'm Leon Gray, sales director at Victoria Beckham. Being part of a team of 3 or 4, including Victoria, was an incredible experience. We go to Paris about 4 times a year and offer a showroom where the stores can come to see the collection firsthand. And now she was standing in front of me as my boss, and it's those moments that I've taken with me all the way through, and I will never forget them.
Meghan, she says she believes in her team, but what does that really mean?
I believe in the team around me. I believe in our potential for success.
Her reputation as a boss is very controversial.
Former advisors refer to Meghan as a narcissistic sociopath who played the people who worked for her, with another source calling both the Duke and Duchess outrageous bullies.
This is a dangerous person. I don't like her.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
Everybody who works for her quits. Everybody says she's a bully.
From having to sign NDAs to being bullied, the accusations have dominated the headlines. Now, is this true? Is this exaggerated? I'm really wondering what you think about it all. The point is that the way we treat people behind the scenes, it shows more about us than what we actually say in public. Respect and appreciation, it really builds trust and connection with people. And hiding and secrecy, it destroys the connection and the trust with people. And talking about secrecy, who is really hiding numbers? Because authenticity in business, it includes being honest, being open, being transparent about numbers. Victoria Beckham has struggled for years to make her brand profitable, but we are able to see her numbers, the sales, the losses, the loans, the cash injections, the revenue. It's out there in public. Meghan never reveals numbers. Did she sell 1 jar of jam or 10? Nobody knows. Just that she sold out in 44 minutes. Or wait, 45 minutes. Even that is not clear.
Meghan wouldn't share sales figures for As Ever, but so far, most of its inventory has quickly sold out.
Sold out also in less than an hour.
44 minutes.
Everything sells out in 45 minutes.
Everything sold out in under an hour.
Everything. Yeah.
And
45 minutes.
Talking about jam, David and Victoria made a really funny video, actually throwing a jab at Meghan's jam while they're cooking in their own kitchen and making their own jar of jam.
Actually, do you know what making jam is?
What are you doing?
Well, I prepared 1 jam this morning, plum jam with our plums.
You've been making lots of jam from the plums. And look, show us. What have you made? He's very proud, he's proud. David Beck Jam.
Original.
Talking about numbers, Victoria and David have been married for over 25 years, which is very rare in the celebrity world. They have a really strong bond.
And we've been married for 25 years now. If I didn't genuinely love this man, I mean, 25 years is a long, long time.
Meghan and Harry, or H, have been married about 8 years. Is their bond so strong? There are a lot of rumors and predictions, which I don't want to go into, but you can share your opinion. Did you know that Victoria can actually be really funny? She's no ice queen at all.
Victoria Beckham is famous for not smiling, ever. I mean, I actually do smile quite a lot. I mean, I know that really does shock people.
She shows humor in her interviews. She laughs at herself, which makes her more likable, Meghan, on the other hand, I searched and I watched endless videos to find something funny, something where maybe she laughs about herself. But all I could find was smiles, but those kind of smiles that make people cringe. Her expressions, they don't feel genuine or relatable. Just like her voice tone, her sighs, her whispers, they are overly dramatic and exaggerated and create a disconnect with people.
Oh, goodness.
It's such a great question, no. So yes, 10 years and a night, and it was so energizing.
Victoria's tone of voice is steady, professional, down to earth, focused and clear. Her message is clear, not long-winded. Her words are relatable and her vulnerability is real.
Nothing ever came easy to me. You know, when I was at school, I was never the most academic. I was never the pretty girl in the class. I was never the popular girl in the class. I mean, quite the opposite. I was very badly bullied at school and I always really, really struggled. And it was always just about keeping my head down, working hard. But again, I wasn't the best. It was always just about working really, really hard. And I've had a lot of...
Meghan is all about strength and her success. She never fails.
I do not think about failing. No.
The point is that being vulnerable creates a connection with people. When you share your struggles, your insecurities, failures, doubts, it makes you human, real, and authentic. And now that you've seen both Meghan and Victoria side by side, who feels more authentic? And please, keep bringing your suggestions about who to compare next. Tell me who I should analyze next. And if you want to see extreme ways on grabbing attention, make sure you watch this next video. It'll pop up here and I'll put it below. I'll see you there.